Yo, welcome to PTA Sports. I am your host, Pest the Analyst. And how was your week? Was it good? Did you feel good? Did you have great times at work? Was food better? Did the air taste good? Because it did for me. I tell you what, this was a good week. It was a good week to be a Giants fan. And man, there was some pretty interesting news that came out this week. So let's talk about it real quick. First things first, big shout out and congratulations to Daniel F. Jones. All right. He was voted the Offensive Player of the Week. He had a monster game. It was a hell of a debut. And I'll tell you what, man, after kind of watching some more highlights, looking at a little bit more film, man, I was impressed. One of the things that I really like to look at is like the Baldy breakdowns. And Brian Baldinger, man, he did a little breakdown on Daniel Jones. And, man, there was a couple of passes that he made that were just flat out impressive, all right? And, you know, we hear a little bit about, like, some of his downfield accuracy, right? We hear a little bit about some of his arm strength. And, like, to be completely honest, like, he doesn't have a cannon per se, but, man, this kid can put that ball downfield. It was a play action, kind of rolled over to his left. He was actually like kind of facing his left, turned his body, planted his feet, and threw a bomb down to Slayton. And man, he just threw him open. And I saw that play, and I was like, man, that was impressive. And there was another play where he drops back, he's got pressure in his face. He goes to make the throw over the middle. As he's making the throw over the middle, he gets his arm hit. The ball still zipped out of there. Perfect accuracy right into the receiver's hands. And I was like, man, that was nice too. So listen, it was impressive. All right, DJ was super impressive. He definitely earned the Offensive Player of the Week. I'm super proud of him. I'm super happy for him. And I really hope that this is a sign of things to come, man. Like, it'll be really, really great if this kid just continues to ball out. I heard that Vegas has him with the best odds to win Rookie of the Year. I mean, I don't know. We'll see about that. This is going to depend on what happens. But man, good week. Good weekend for Daniel Jones. Good week for him to win, you know, Offensive Player of the Week, give him a little bit of confidence. And, you know, I hope that this week he's prepared and trained and got himself ready to go out there and maybe get another victory. So, hey, DJ, good on you, man. There was another piece of news that I was really interested in. You know, I talked about Dave Gettleman, right? And I talked about how I felt about him as a general manager and how I felt about the things that he's doing. And I'm going to be honest, right? I really like him. I really like the things he's doing and the moves that he's making. There was a news report that came out that kind of projected what our compensatory picks are going to be in the next draft. And I'm going to go over them really quickly. So first and foremost, we got a third-round pick, all right, because Landon Collins went and signed with the Washington Redskins. And because of the calculations or however they do it, because I don't really know how they do it, but it's looking like we're going to potentially get a third-round pick for Landon Collins. Now, here's the thing, right? A lot of Giants fans, a lot of prognosticators, a lot of people, you know, talking heads on TV. They was like, Dave Gettleman is crazy. You know, they're getting rid of Landon Collins for essentially nothing. You know, they just gonna let him walk. Well, now we can say that he didn't give Landon Collins away for nothing. Because if we get this third-round pick, you know how valuable a third-round pick is? You know what we can do with a third-round pick? It's crazy, right? But listen to this. Listen to this real quick. So looking at Landon Collins' stats, right? And I, you know, y'all heard what I had to say to Landon Collins about like the things he said and how he needs to move on and play football, right? So I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go on, you know, put my time into continuing to talk smack to Landon Collins, whatever. But let's just look at the stats, okay? Because stats, most of the time, they don't lie. So in the 3 games that Landon Collins has played, he's gotten 28 total tackles, right? Which is good, right? He's a tackling machine. I've said that. All right, I'll never back away from the fact that he's a tackling machine. He's good at that. But he's been targeted 10 times by the quarterback. There have been 10 catches in those 10 targets for 80 yards. All right, this is what I was talking about in terms of that coverage. All right, it is what it is, right? You're going to get a lot of tackles from Landon Collins. But 10 of 10 catches allowed for 80 yards. I don't think I need to say anything else. So look, 3rd round pick, that's good by me. I don't know if we were going to be able to get a 3rd round pick or a 2nd round pick. I'm not sure, right? I can't speculate that. But what I do know is that we're going to get a 3rd round pick now, and that's gravy. Okay, we also are going to potentially get 3 7th round picks. Those 7th round picks are for Mario Edwards, who signed with the Saints, Josh Morrow, who signed with the Raiders, and Kerry Wynn, who signed with the Bengals. Now, let's look at their stats really quickly. All right, Mario Edwards has played in 2 games, and he's got 1 tackle. One tackle. Okay. Josh Morrow, he's played in 3 games, and he's got 4 tackles. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tackles. Okay, cool. And then Kerry Wynn, he's played in 2 games. He's generated 0 stats. 0. Nothing. Nada. Zip. Zilch. Yet. Nothing. Okay? So, these are players that Giants fans or people that aren't Giants fans may have said, oh man, why we get rid of these players? They could have contributed. Look at the stats, all right? The guys aren't contributing. I'm not saying that they're not good players. What I'm saying is that currently they're not contributing. It is what it is. So we're going to get 3 7th round picks. So we are going to essentially have a 1st, a 2nd, 2 3rds, a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, and 5 7th round picks. That's a lot of picks. And here's the thing. We're not going to take players with every one of those picks. But what we can do is we can package some of these picks up and move up in the draft. All right? Get some players that we really want to get. Because we've got a little bit of draft equity, right? That allows us to be a little bit more versatile in what we do. Here's another team that does this every single year. The New England Patriots. Now, before y'all all scream at your computer or your phone or whatever it is you're using to listen to me right now, I am not saying that the New York Giants are the new New England Patriots. I'm not saying that. I am not saying that Dave Gettleman is going to be a general manager in the vein of Bill Belichick. I am not saying that. All that I am saying is that there's a reason why the Patriots are always doing well. It's because they allow these players that are going to demand big money to walk in free agency. Because guess what? They're going to get recouped for those guys. It happens every year. And you know what? Back in the day, when I wasn't so smart in terms of the way that the league worked, I always wondered, like, man, the Patriots always have a ton of picks in the draft. Where are they getting all these picks from? I mean, I know that they trade a lot, but like they got a lot of picks. This is the reason why they have a lot of picks. Because sometimes, right, you got to let these high dollar players go out and test the market. Because there's a very good chance that you're going to get a good compensatory pick for them. So I'm happy with the potential of us getting 4 extra draft picks. All right? Because that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 11 picks? We're going to have 11, maybe 12 picks in the draft? And we still got time to maybe move some stuff around, maybe move a player or 2 around if you know, need be. We could have more than that. Or we could use some of our picks knowing that we're going to get extra picks in return at the end of the season to maybe trade for a player, make a couple of moves. So I'm happy with this, all right? This is, at the end of the day, right? In the moment, we didn't like all these moves. But right now, knowing that this is what we may be able to get in return, I'm happy. It's smart. So good job to Dave Gettleman, all right? Dave Gettleman's probably never going to hear my voice, but I'm going to say this to you, Dave. You keep doing what you're doing, my guy, all right? Because I rock with you. And I'm not going to agree with all the moves that you make, but at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, the big picture, I like what you're doing. Keep doing it. Okay, moving on. Saquon Barkley, he's got the high ankle sprain. He saw the team doctor. Team doctor told him what was going on. High ankle sprain. Don't think you need surgery. You're going to just have to sit out and let the healing happen. So he went and I'm sorry, guys. Excuse me. He went and he got a second opinion. And that second opinion basically said that first opinion was pretty accurate. You don't need to get any surgery. You don't need to do anything except for let the healing happen. So, good news is Saquon doesn't need to have surgery. All right. I think they were talking about him potentially getting the same surgery that Tua Tagovailoa got. I can't remember what the name of the surgery was off the top of my head, and I'm not going to be click around and try to find out what it's called. But they were talking about him potentially maybe getting that same surgery to shorten the recovery process. But I mean, listen, surgery is surgery, and at the end of the day, somebody's got to cut up into you and do stuff with your body, and I'm not a big fan of it. All right. So it's good that he doesn't have to have any kind of crazy surgery. He's just got to let the healing happen, take his time. And you know what, Saquon? Take your time, bro. Because the good news is this. It's less miles on his body right now for him to sit out. So now we don't have to talk about, oh my God, they're going to overuse Saquon Barkley. They're going to run him into the ground. Well, not this year, because he's going to miss 6, maybe 8 games. So we'll keep our ear to the street on this whole Saquon situation. We'll see how he progresses, and we'll see where he comes back. So, hey, Saquon, man, chill out, relax, okay? Study up, watch some film, study your playbook. Do what you got to do to get your mind right so that when it's time for you to come back, you can come back and you can do big things. And we'll see you when you come back, man. Rest up, all right? So that's that. Okay, let's get into this upcoming game really quickly. We're going up against the Washington Redskins. It's going to be our second game at home. It's going to be Daniel Jones's first home game as the starter. All right. I've got a feeling that building is going to be rocking. And I hope it is, okay? Because I watched a lot of Giants football over the years, and I see that the stadium there's either some boos, or it's quiet, or people are leaving, or there's a bunch of players from the other team and they've taken over our stadium. I'm sick of it. So to the Giants fans who are going to go to this game, I'd be there, but I'm out of the market. But to the ones that are going to be there, get loud, okay? Get loud when our defense is on the field. Make a lot of noise, make a lot of ruckus. And then when DJ gets out on the field and goes to do his thing, shh, stop talking. Don't say nothing. Let him go out there and ball out. So yeah, I got a feeling that the stadium's going to be crazy. I've taken a look at our injury report, all right, and we got a couple of key injuries. First things first, Saquon. We already talked about that. Saquon is not going to be playing. So Wayne Gallman is going to be getting the start, all right? And here's the thing about Wayne Gallman, right? We kind of forget about him a little bit because of the fact that Saquon is there. But, I mean, Wayne Gallman can ball, man. Wayne Gallman can ball, all right? He's good out the backfield. He can catch. All right, he's decent, in terms of pass blocking, right? And he's a hard runner. The only concern that I ever have with Gallman is his ball security. All right, hey Wayne, I need you to hold that ball high and tight. All right, I need you to brace for impact. Okay, you don't need to be shimmy shaking and trying to break people's ankles all the time. All right. Hold that ball, get the yards you can get so that we can move on to the next play. But I got confidence in Gallman. I think he's going to be fine. Also, we called up Jonathan Hilliman from the practice squad. Jonathan Hilliman is a rookie, all right? He played at Rutgers University, and he holds a special place in my heart because homeboy's from Plainfield, New Jersey, which is where I'm from. PLFD stand up. Here's what I like about Hilliman. Hilliman is a strong runner, all right? He's a power guy. He's a guy that can go and get us those tough 2-3 yards, okay? So I would anticipate seeing Hilliman, kind of in a spell role, right? Just kind of spelling Gallman, because right now we got Gallman, we got Hilliman, and we got Elijah Penny, right? That's our running back room right now. So I can see Hilliman kind of being that spell role, and I can see him being that short yardage guy. And I also wouldn't be surprised if Elijah Penny is in there, on short yardage and in goal line, running the rock. We'll see what happens. But I'm really looking forward to seeing Hilliman get some snaps in the regular season, right? I think he's going to be okay. He's a rookie, so we can't expect the world from him, but I think he'll be okay. And so we'll see what happens with this running back room. We're also not going to have Alec Ogletree, and we're not going to have Tay Davis. Alec Ogletree, he's got a hammy he's dealing with. And Tay Davis is still in the concussion protocol. So in their place, we're going to be having Ryan Connolly, and the Giants went and re-signed Nate Stupar. Okay, I've already talked about Ryan Connolly, man. I'm high on this kid. I really like what I see from him. I think he still has some work to do before, we can buy in his stock. But I like the kid. I like what I see. Nate Stupar, oh, man. I got a lot of respect from Nate Stupar, right? When we signed him from the Saints a couple of years ago, he was brought in to kind of be more of a special teams guy because that's what he's good at. I've not really been a fan of what I've seen from him, playing that off-ball middle linebacker position. Hey, who knows, man? Maybe he'll come out and surprise us. But we'll see. So it's going to be Connolly and Stupar. Those are going to be our linebackers. So yeah, that's kind of where we are in terms of our injuries, right? Thankfully, the list is not that long. There were some people who kind of limited practice during the week, or maybe they didn't practice for a couple of days and they practiced, but those names aren't on the injury report, in terms of being out. So we'll see about the other guys. I'm really hoping that Slayton's hamstring thing we're past that, right? Because we're going to definitely need him. So we'll see. I'm always hoping for minimum injuries. Okay, let's quickly talk about our opponent, the Washington Redskins. I got to be honest with y'all. I am not high on this team. I am very, very low with this team. The Washington Redskins do not look that good right now. They got a couple of ballers on the squad, right? Kerrigan, right? He's a monster, and he always is like a problem for us. So we got to watch out for Kerrigan. They've got a couple of really good players. I am drawing a blank on the wide receiver, the rookie wide receiver that's on the team, and this kid's been balling out, and I can't believe that I'm brain farting his name because I was actually talking about him earlier today with some guys I know that I talk football with. But he's balling out, so we've got to be concerned with him. I saw some reports about them having some issues with the quarterback position. We're going to see, man. Case Keenum was in a walking boot all week, right? They got Colt McCoy, and Dwayne Haskins is apparently not ready to start. I understand, but I don't understand. When Dwayne Haskins 10th overall pick, you ain't ready to start. You ain't beating out these other players. All right. I guess. So we're going to see. I'm pretty sure that if Case Keenum wasn't going to play, then Colt McCoy is probably going to play, and Haskins is going to be the backup. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be honest about Haskins. I was not high on him, coming out of the draft, coming out of college. When you look at what he accomplished, right, it was big time, right? It was like 50 touchdowns, something like that, some big number of touchdowns. But when you look at his team, when you look at the talent that surrounded him, he was surrounded by rock stars, okay? There was so many people that were on that team that got drafted to the pros. He was damn near playing with pros. That's just kind of what it is. So, I'm not high on him. And the fact that, there's word coming out of Redskins camp that, this kid isn't doing everything he needs to do in terms of winning the job. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing a good job studying. He's not doing a good job preparing. That's just what I'm hearing. I'm not saying that that's the case or that's what's going on. That's just the rumors that are coming out, I suppose. But it's not a good look right now, man. It's not a good look that this kid can't beat out these other two quarterbacks. So, who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us and Haskins will come out and play. We'll see. But to all the people who are like super duper hyping up the Dwayne Haskins, Daniel Jones versus each other thing or whatever, like that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen when it happens. So relax. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen at some point. So let's quickly talk about the keys to this game. I feel like the keys on both sides of the ball are the same, and it's quarterback pressure. Okay. Our defense has got to pressure the quarterback. We saw what the Chicago Bears did to the Washington Redskins. All right, we watched as they abused Case Keenum. All right, they were in his face all day long, and because they were in his face, he threw like 3 interceptions and fumbled the ball twice. Okay. And that was all due to pressure. It was all due to the pass rush. Now, the Giants are nowhere near the pass rush of the Bears. Nowhere near, okay? But we got to figure out a way to get in the quarterback's face, whether it's Case Keenum, whether it's Colt McCoy, whether it's Dwayne Haskins. We have got to get in their face, pressure them, and not give them a lot of time to sit back, because our secondary is a little questionable right now, and the Redskins do have a couple of weapons that can hurt us. So we've got to be in the quarterback's face. On the other side of the ball, our offensive line has got to do a better job of keeping DJ upright, all right? Like, we get it. DJ can move around the pocket. He's mobile, right? He's got decent awareness. He's got decent pocket presence. But we've got to keep that pocket clean so that DJ can do what DJ needs to do, because we're probably going to have to pass the ball way more than we're going to have to run. And to be completely honest, that Redskins secondary ain't that good either. So the fact of the matter is that we can take advantage of the fact that their secondary is hurting just like our secondary is hurting, but we've got to give DJ time. And with Ryan Kerrigan coming off the edge, that could be a problem. So we got to figure that stuff out, all right? Hopefully Nate Solder saw that he had a crap game last week and he fixes himself. I don't know. We're going to see. But that's the key to that's my key to the game. All right, we gotta put pressure on their quarterback. We gotta keep pressure off our quarterback. If we do that, we can win this game. I wholeheartedly believe that we can win this game. Okay, so I mean, I don't know. We're gonna see. My prediction for this game, I think that the Giants win by 6. All right, that's what I think. I think we win by 6. I don't know what the line is. I'm never going to know what the line is unless, like, I do like the Cover Zero podcast with my co-host Randy, and he talks about the line because he's a sports bettor. I don't do that, so I'm never going to talk about the line. I'm just going to tell you what I think. There's going to be the difference in the point differential. I think it's going to be 6 points. Giants are going to win by 6. So that's how I feel. All right. I'm excited about this game. I'm excited about watching DJ play more. I'm excited to see if this defense can make things gel, because, for the past few weeks, hasn't looked good. Yo, Jackrabbit, step up, my guy. All right, step up, because I'm telling you right now, you keep playing the way that you're playing, you may not be here very long. Just saying. So with that being said, hey, go Big Blue, go Giants. All right. I hope y'all enjoy the game as much as I enjoy the game. And I look forward to doing a recap of the game. Hopefully the news is good. We're going to see. So with that being said, thank you guys for coming. Listen to me talk for a few minutes. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.